Hi, in this introduction to Biggle Technologies, I'd like to show you why Biggle is the best research tool for real estate in Greater Cleveland that exists on the market. We're going to go through a few examples, and I hope you find them interesting. In this first example over here, we're looking at industrial properties that are in trouble. We've got two queries over here. The first query takes a look at the industrial properties that have a balance due of greater than $5,000 or a foreclosure flag for taxes. And the second one, and the first one is in purple. The second one, which you'll find in green, looks at all the industrial properties that either have an active foreclosure or they have an inactive foreclosure and they're scheduled for a foreclosure sale on the docket. Okay, so you can see purple is the industrial properties with tax delinquency, and they're pocketed in here are some green ones, which are properties that are in active foreclosure, industrial properties in active foreclosure. All that information can be gleaned by looking at the data in Biggle Technologies. Next example. This is an example for tax payment delinquency. So we've got two different colors over here. The purple color identifies all the single-family homes that are more than 1 year tax delinquent. But what's really interesting is when we look at the green color, these are all the single-family homes that are less than 1 year tax delinquent. I've put in a filter here of $500 or more tax delinquency. These are people that have not yet been 1 full year tax delinquent. They're 1 payment late. That's information you can't find anywhere. Okay. Next example. This shows all the individuals who live and who own their homes and who are going through a divorce. Divorce is a time of great change, often for real estate as well. So every one of these examples might be a potential opportunity. And in this case, we have 1,430 of them. Right? This is people in an active divorce case who own their property. Next example. Here's a neighborhood analysis. We can look, this is a neighborhood near Beechwood that has appreciated between 20 and 25% over the last 5 years. And these green properties in here are the ones that are active on the MLS. If we zoom out, we can see that these are all the properties in Cuyahoga County that have experienced a 20 to 25% increase in their value over the last 5 years. And in every single one of these neighborhoods, we can zoom in, and if there's a property on sale, active on the MLS, we'll see it here. In this case, there's a whole lot of property locations that are gone up in value, but there's no properties available. This property right here, active and available on the MLS. We can click through the data as well. When we look through, when we click on the parcel, we can see, as far as the MLS goes, we can see who's the email, what's the email of the agent, what's the information that the agent provides, etc., etc. Next example. Here's one where we've done a kind of a neighborhood analysis. You can see all the different colors in here. Right, this is where we've tagged different properties based on different characteristics. In our case, we've identified the purple properties as being properties that individuals own in their personal name and who live in those properties. The blue properties are the blue parcels are ones that individuals own, but they don't live in their properties. The purple ones are the ones where businesses own, and the yellow ones are owned by the government. So if we zoom out here, we can see that this very colorful picture of one neighborhood, in this case the Huff neighborhood, gives us a sense of how it all fits together, how the neighborhood looks. Last example, which can't be forgotten, is comps. Probably one of the most important things to do in working with real estate is to figure out how much a property is worth. In this example, we've identified one property based on its parcel ID, and we've looked at all the different single-family homes in the area that have sold, and they're in purple, and all the non-single-family homes that have sold in the time that we've allotted since January 1st, 2022, and those are in green. And by the way, I'll just point out that the comps that we have available here are more enriched than the MLS. If you'll find more results here, because we included different types of transfers that the MLS does not include. That's a very quick overview of the functionality that we have in Biggle Technologies. Some phenomenal data, some phenomenal methods of analysis. You can save alerts in the tool. So if you've identified a query and you want to see the results of any updates to that query over time, you can do that. You can get updates on a daily basis or whatever basis you choose, and get an email that shows the different updates. For example, in the example we showed before, if you want to look for properties that are actively on the market that are in locations that are appreciating greatly, well, you can identify all new active properties that are coming on the market and immediately know the day that they come on the market. That's an example. We also have a component which allows you to visualize your results, and we also have the ability to skip trace within the tool and save the results of your skip trace so that you can refer to them in the future and use them as an input for a query. I'll leave it at that. There's a whole lot more to show and a whole lot more to tell you. I look forward to working with you and figuring out how Biggle Technologies can help you achieve your big goals in real estate.